Hello everyone, Acura Amanda here. On the 28th of November, I went again before the City Commission at the City Commission meeting, and my topic of choice once again was double dipping Deputy Chief Morris. So before I begin, I want to give credit where credit is due. Commissioner Warren, she deserves credit because she went out of her way to inquire with the city of West Palm Beach if the proper steps were taken in the application process when double dipping Deputy Chief Morris was applying for his position at the West Palm Beach Police Department. What I want to say is that if the city did their part and did their proper vetting, then it's not on the city if fraudulent means were made to attempt to finish this individual's bachelor's degree, or if the proper documents were not submitted. So that liability goes to the applicant, which would be, in this case, double dipping Deputy Chief Morris. So the fact that Commissioner Warren actually brought that up at the commission meeting on the 28th is very meaningful to me. She also says that she takes accountability very seriously. So huge shout out to her. In my opinion, we need more representatives in the city of West Palm Beach just like her. Before I begin, I want to reiterate what I said in the meeting, which you guys will see in just a second. Deputy Chief Morris, if you have any integrity or any shame, then what you will do is resign before I go to the next commission meeting, because in this next meeting, the facts will become reality. Double dipping Deputy Chief Morris may say, I have an answer for everything. He may claim that he was working as a consultant while working with the FDLE on top of his salary that he was making every year, which would have been an extra $30,000 on top of what he was making as a special agent. But ask yourself, what kind of ethics is this? If you are investigating crooked cops with the FDLE, but you're out drinking and partying and smoking with them and working these details with them, like, that's a huge conflict of interest in my opinion. And ask yourself this question: was he driving this government loaned vehicle at the time he was working with the FDLE, then double dipping with his private detail that he was making $1,200 every weekend for 3 years, I think it was? I mean, look at the ethics behind that. Is that okay? I don't even know if the FDLE allows that, or if he requested, hey, can I work a side job at a bar while I'm armed, while I have my Signal Zero on me, while I'm drinking and smoking? Is that okay with you guys at the FDLE? I don't know if he submitted that proper document, but if he has any care in his heart for this young man that has a bright future, then he will do the right thing and admit what really happened. Because to my understanding, there were multiple witnesses that witnessed this arrangement that took place on the day that this deal was made for this young man to finish his degree for him. Let's hope, everybody, that double dipping Deputy Chief Morris will do the right thing and not sacrifice this young man's bright future. Without further ado, enjoy this video, everybody. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you think. Thank you all for watching.
Acura Amanda and Sandra Lawson.
Good evening, Mayor, City Commission. I hope you guys had an excellent Thanksgiving and a blessed day. So I'm here to illustrate some of the same issues that I brought up during the last commission meeting. So let me explain why this is critical and immoral. In the West Palm Beach Police Department, in order to be promoted to any rank above officer, such as a captain, lieutenant, in this case a deputy chief, you must have a degree from an accredited college. Deputy Chief Morris is a total fraud and a liar. Like he said in his own words, I have an answer for everything. What is the definition of this statement? That he is willing to justify his actions to anyone who dares to question his actions. He will tell you he paid a young man to tutor him to finish his degree. What Morris doesn't realize is that the day this deal was made, there was a young man an individual who is very well known to Morris that is willing to tell you in person that he witnessed this arrangement and this individual's assistant, as well as a lieutenant and a sergeant. And they were all there, and if put under oath, they will not lie about it. Furthermore, if any more evidence needs to be brought forward, the IP address has been recorded in my investigation. Let's hope that Deputy Chief Morris doesn't sacrifice this young man's future for his selfish, manipulative self-being that he is. The next issue at hand is a criminal issue. Deputy Chief Morris has suspended and terminated people for some of the same things that he has done, and before the Department of Justice comes knocking, Deputy Chief Morris must resign. Issue number 2 is Deputy Chief Morris was collecting money while partying and drinking, making close to $30,000 a year on top of his salary while working for the FDLE investigating crooked cops. He is also going to say, I have an answer for everything. Deputy Chief Morris cannot lead the second largest department in Palm Beach County. These are just the facts being brought forward today, but in the next commission meeting, those facts will become reality. And it's only going to bring embarrassment to the city, police department, and to you, Mayor James. Mayor, I just want to say that you've worked very hard in face of much criticism.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Would also like to say that in reference to comments made by the public on the commission meetings held on October 31st and November 14th concerning Chief Morris, I did inquire to see if there is a responsibility to review that information in order to determine if additional action is warranted. And I am advised that as part of our standard background check process, the city uses independent third-party screening company to confirm job applications education. In the case of Chief Morris, administration has confirmed that the process was properly followed. If proper documentation was submitted, is there a cause for further review? And I would also like to state that further review of the file has been done and confirmed that proper process was followed and the education requirements were documented. And that I take very seriously when there are comments that are made. And I do understand responsibility to ensure that there is transparency.